Wayne Rooney out of this world.
Your Saturdays just got better. 7 hours of live streaming of football games.
Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. It's on a beautiful day, another beautiful weekend coming up to every one of us. And today being the 28th of, today being the 28th in the month of October 2023. We're moving to the end of the month of October as we are moving. We make the best of it before it ends. Now, this is a beautiful day on the SPORTVILLE on Al-IyamoyeTv and the radio. And I am still your the analyst. I'm still your sports special man, IBRAHIM ONIGBINDE. Today, I will be giving you the news on number one, breaking out from the boxing side. I talked about Chamberlain. I talked about it yesterday. Chamberlain said, I will knock Lawal out. Finally, all this comes to a close. A London cruiserweight rival Michael Lawal and Isaac Chamberlain fight for the British and Commonwealth title at New York on Saturday night. That's coming up tomorrow, which you have to watch it. Which they will contest the British and Commonwealth cruiserweight champions are now at New York, all in Bethnal Green. It didn't fight neither Lawal nor Chamberlain could let pass. Both have waited a long time to settle their rivalry. They have been talking about this very, very long time. We have been looking at Michael Lawal and Isaac Chamberlain, the boxer fight tonight on Saturday. They were talking about this like, I will defeat you, defeat me. So the rivalry will become the two. They have been saying it to both themselves. So let's wait and see what happens tomorrow. They were originally due to box in May, but Lawal had to withdraw due to a medical issue then. Chamberlain has relentlessly goaded him since, and enmity between the two has only grown more bitter. He's not winding me up. Lawal instead, it's all irrelevant. On Saturday, we are going to fight. He believes he can knock out Chamberlain. If I land definitely, he declared, I am just going to beat him. I just have to find my way to win. That is coming up from Michael Lawal, saying he could defeat Isaac Chamberlain. Do you think between the two, the Saturday is coming up, but tomorrow night, you can actually try to watch that between the two sides from Chamberlain and Lawal. The two have just been talking about this from themselves, between themselves, looking at it. Would you defeat me? Would you be able to defeat me? I would defeat you. I would find a way. Lawal was saying that I would find a way to defeat Chamberlain. Also, Chamberlain was also saying that if you look at the picture, you see the picture of the two guys, Lawal and Chamberlain. Look at the way they are. I can see they are both black men, so they have the energy. They have what it takes to make the fight happen. So tomorrow night, no one can tell who's going to win, who's going to defeat who's going to be at the top. So let's wait and see what could happen. That's this tomorrow night. And aside from that, I will just have to move on to Manchester United, and that is Joel Glazer. Joel Glazer, you can see him waving his hand. He said Joel Glazer is set for a key role at Manchester United after Sir Jim Ratcliffe's 1.4 billion purchase of 25% stake in the club, with the American expected to have a seat on new three-man football committee to leave fans foaming. Joel Glazer is expected to sit on the three-man football committee following Sir Jim Ratcliffe's purchase of a 25% stake in Manchester United, and a development that may anger large section of the club's support. The American, a key member of the hugely disliked Owen family, is expected to have a say in on-field matches after Ratcliffe's deal goes through. The investment on and around £1.4 billion is being made on the understanding that Ratcliffe, who will also sit on the group with a linear director of sports, Sir Dave Braceford, will have control of the football operation at Old Trafford. This includes the signing and selling players, and hiring and firing managers. However, Glazer is likely to be consulted and have the ability to deliver his own view. Sources close to the process have disclosed that while nothing has been signed off, a proposal has been drafted which covers the new structure. That is the news about Joel Glazers. It was fighting against that. He also wants to be among. He also wants to be at the top. That among the Glazers family, they want to separate it. After James Ratcliffe was given, if eventually he was given the 25%, which he needed at Manchester United, he will be the one to be in charge. I was selling it yesterday. I said it. He will be in charge of selling, buying of players in Manchester United, signing and selling of players in Manchester United, and also hiring and firing managers, Sir Jim Ratcliffe. And also, there was a news that came up to Sir Jim Ratcliffe after getting the 25% from the team. He will also have his own co-workers. Yeah, it's even talking about one of there's two of his old friends which he wants to bring up to the team to support him with that. So it will be of the different angle. The Glazers would sit aside. Sir Jim Ratcliffe will also be on the side. On side of Sir Jim Ratcliffe, it will be on the transferring. I said it. It will be on the one when we talk about selling and buying of players. It will be the one to sell players. It will be the one to bring in players to the team. It will be the one when it comes to when talking about the managers. The manager, we want to bring in another new manager. It will be the one to do that. After we want to sell the manager as well and to fire the manager, eventually Eric Ten Hag. Probably if Sir Jim Ratcliffe probably came into that, well, give it the 25%. He may eventually said, I'm not going for Eric Ten Hag, and fired him immediately, which the Glazers has nothing to do about it because the deal has been done. Unfortunately, they have not done. So that was why Joe Glazer was also coming up to that. He says he also wants to have a stake in the team. He also have a stake in the club side. So let's look it up to that. What could happen at the end of that? Before going to that, aside from that, let me just talk about Sancho at Manchester United. Here's a picture of Manchester United. Manchester United have dropped an enormous clue that Jadon Sancho days with the club are running out. Sancho time at Manchester United is over, with him banned from mixing with teammates. The winger's desire from the first team is extreme, as he is not even allowed to mix or eat with other senior players. Oh, that's so ridiculous. Sancho fell out with Eric Ten Hag last month when he effectively accused his manager of being a liar on social media for saying he had been left out of the squad to face Arsenal because he had not trained well. The club will look to offload the £73 million flop in January if he does not apologize to the Dutchman, and are hoping to subsidizing his £300,000 per week wages for a loan exist. A video of United Instagram on Thursday showed first teamers and coaches posing for a photograph, but Sancho was nowhere to be seen with a teammate. That is about Sancho. Now they were saying this time is over. Do you think it's over? And do you think that Sancho is right for not apologizing to Eric Ten Hag on what happens to him? Do you think it's the right decision for Eric Sancho? So the chapter has been told to sort out his role with Eric Ten Hag. Fed up Manchester United star tell Jadon Sancho to apologize to Eric Ten Hag. Fed of Manchester United teammates have approached the winger about his standoff with the manager. Far from having a sympathy with Sancho, the large majority of the squad have gone sick for this situation. The blame of a player have told him he is in the wrong and needs to apologize to the Dutch board and get back training with the first team. Senior football staff had also told him he could have the problem sorted out immediately if he wanted to. Both Eric Ten Hag has full backing of the Old Trafford hierarchy in the dispute. Do you think about? They said the ball is completed in the player's court and must apologize to the manager for effectively calling him a liar in the public statement on social media. You know what happens to Jadon Sancho between Eric Ten Hag and Sancho? This happened when Eric Ten Hag came up. That was the match that came up between Manchester United and Arsenal. Which Eric Ten Hag, people were asking, glamoring about Sancho. He said Sancho wasn't trained well. He's not part of the team presently. He's not training well. Sancho came out to say it out publicly on the social media, saying it is a lie. The manager is lying. Everything is lying against me. Do you think it's the right decision for the Sancho to do that? After he did that, now for you to come out and say it openly, you have to apologize to the manager if you want to continue with this team. I think Jadon Santos is even tired with the team as well. That was why he did not want to apologize to the team. He did not want to say it have anything to do with Manchester United. And eventually, do you think if Jadon Sancho eventually apologized to everything, I'm just saying this, if he eventually apologized, do you think the rapport, the relationship between the two can still be strong as it is before? Do you think, because, if eventually you apologize to him, he now comes back and say, I'm sorry for what happened. I'm sorry for what I did. And do you think the relationship can still goes on the way it did before? I don't think that could be done. I don't think that could be the same thing as it is before. So looking at that, I don't think that could be the best thing for Jadon Sancho, for him to apologize. But by January, probably he may leave Manchester United to another, maybe on loan or permanently at a transfer out of Manchester United team. I think he is tired of Manchester United. So Jadon Sancho and everything I wish you guys, you just have to settle it up before even leaving so that you won't have a problem on that. And again, aside from that, we have Barcelona. We have the Rolling Stone logo on the shirt for in upcoming El Clasico. You have a picture of that on your screen. You see the picture of Barcelona. We'll have the Rolling Stone logo on the shirt in the upcoming Clasico. The tongue and leaves logo of the Rolling Stones. I've been choosing at the time because on October 20, the band released their new album, Key Diamond, the first with new studio track since 2005. The 2005, sorry. As part of a sponsorship deal with Spotify, the rock group follows in footsteps of singer Drake and Catalan singer Rosalia, whose logos also appear on the front of the Blaugrana jersey in matches against Real Madrid. Barcelona and the Rolling Stone have an agreement thanks to Spotify as part of their sponsorship deal. Barcelona will be wearing the Rolling Stone logo on the shirt for El Clasico. That is the new jersey, the new sponsorship for Barcelona after Spotify deal has been collapsed. So this is the Rolling Stone that you will see. That is the first match that will be used. That will be coming on El Clasico between Barcelona and Real Madrid. That is coming up. That is coming up for the next match for Barcelona after this match that will be played this weekend. So El Clasico is coming up. You will see that on Barcelona jersey for El Clasico. And away from that, let me just move to Neymar. Al-Hilal able to claim 7.5 million euro from FIFA following Neymar's season-ending injury. Earlier this week, Neymar Jr. suffered yet another serious injury during Brazil's defeat to Uruguay. The 31-year-old was revealed to have torn his ACL and meniscus during the first match, which will undergo surgery in the coming days. I said this about yesterday. The injury would almost certainly bring Neymar's season to an end, which a massive blow for his club side Al-Hilal, whom he joined during the summer from Paris Saint-Germain. Those at the Saudi Arabia club will be devastated to have lost the star player for a significant period of time. You can see that. So they were now bringing up to that. They were able to receive an initial payment of 1.5 million euro from FIFA, with monthly payments also available every month. That former Barcelona star Neymar remains out of action. However, these will only be very small silver lining for Al-Hilal. So this is about Neymar Jr. You see the picture of him shouting, crying, where he was being moved out on a stretcher. And I'm so sorry to Neymar da Silva. I'm also sorry about him for that. That is just about, we talked about this much yesterday. You just have to bring it up to you what is happening about Neymar Jr. What is going on about him? After that, let me just move to Casemiro before going on our commercial break. Casemiro will miss Sheffield United game to recover from a small issue. Every time another injury setback with Casemiro ruled out of Manchester United trip to Sheffield United on Saturday night. The Brazilian asked to come off in their World Cup qualifier against Venezuela on Saturday. before playing 70 minutes in the second game with Uruguay. But a statement released by the club confirmed the 31-year-old has remained in the homeland for treatment on a small injury. But in a boost to the Dutchman, Sofiane Amrabat did train at Covington on Thursday, as did left back Sergio Reguilon ahead of retrieve to Bremer Lane. Reguilon on loan from Tottenham has missed the last 4 games with a minor injury, while Amrabat missed Morocco games against Liberia and Ivory Coast this month. That is about Casemiro. He probably missed because he is not even at Manchester United presently now. He's still at his home line. That is at Brazil, still having a checkup, a medical checkup about what happens to him. There was a match that came up against Venezuela, between Brazil and Venezuela. Probably he may not feature for Manchester United against Sheffield United on Saturday night. But well done to Eric Ten Hag, because we have Sofiane Amrabat. Because I was looking at it. In the absence of Casemiro and Amrabat, what do you want to do? Who wants to be at the midfield for you? Could it be Bruno Fernandes or Mason Mount or Eriksen could fit in where Casemiro or McTominay? Yes, we all McTominay. Do you think, because people were talking, there was when the start of this season, talking about McTominay, a lot of things were happening that McTominay was not part of the team. They were like, McTominay is not even a good player as well. Now he played the last match. He scored twice at a dying minute for Manchester United against Brentford. Looking at that, after that, people were talking that McTominay has come back to his best. Do you think so? Now, in the absence of Casemiro, now let's see what Manchester United can do in the absence of Casemiro. Now Amrabat is back training. We don't know yet if he will be able to play. We don't know yet. That is too much. We will know when the press conference comes by, probably today, for Eric Ten Hag, when he has a press conference. We'll see if he will virtually come up to the team with Sofiane Amrabat and also Sergio Reguilon. Let's go on a commercial break. After that, there's still a more news that is coming up to you. Do stay with us and enjoy yourself. Thank you very much.
Thousands have been disappointed severally in their bid to seek greener pasture abroad. To those quack in the traveling agency business, it is a rocket science. That is not our case at Tausaf Travels and Tour. We have in-depth details on how to successfully, without stress, help you process and secure your visa to anywhere in the world. Do you want permanent residential visa, visiting and tourism visa, student visa to places like Europe, America, Asia, Africa? It's no big deal to us at Tausaf Travels and Tour. Our years of experience and expertise speaks volume for us. Let's process and secure visa for you to UK, USA, and Canada within a twinkle of an eye. We offer Hajj and Umrah services to our Muslim faithfuls. What are you waiting for? Consult us at number 9 Tausaf Central Mosque, Sholanke Street, behind Laroy Hotel, Abiola Way, Abeokuta. 0802 733 0900 or 0806 578 4060. Stop wasting money. Pay for peace of mind. Talk to Tausaf Travels and Tour.
Gbogbo aláfẹ́ tó gbayì tó fẹ́ wọṣọ yìí ṣoge tó bágbà mu ló ń kọjá lọ sí House of Zion. House of Zion, the name I know when we talk of top-notch fashion, quality materials and class. House of Zion, lẹ́tí máa rójúlówó Turkey wears, Egypt and Malaysia clothing, Dubai, àwọn designer bags lóríṣiríṣi, àwọn ìtẹ̀lẹ̀ bàtà tó jiná tí wọ́n fawọ́ original ṣe, àwọn aago kájọ́ tó ń ka wákàtí ọjọ́, designer sunglasses and perfumes, pẹ̀lú àwọn gbogbo nǹkan tóbìnrin àsìkò fi ń gbafẹ́ lò gbà. Mo débẹ̀ ojú mi ń ṣe kámi, èmi ni ó rà, èmi ni ó mú. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin mùsùlùmí ẹlẹ́sìn tẹ́ gbòógè gbọ́n pa fashion tẹ́ wá nílò jàlábíà, hijab àti àbáyà lóríṣiríṣi. House of Zion lẹ́ò ti rí gbogbo ẹ̀ rà. House of Zion wà ní 52 Ọlọ́run ṣògo road adjacent Redeemed Church Agape Parish Ọlọ́run ṣògo Abẹ́òkúta. Lórí Instagram House of Zion 08165688618. House of Zion, ilé ìtajà tá a ti ń tojúlówó aṣọ àti nǹkan aṣaralóge tí ń gbéni níyì.
Your Saturdays just got better. 7 hours of live streaming of football games.
Messi. Immens Messi. Encara Messi. Gol.
featuring Premier League, La Liga, Ligue 1, Bundesliga.
Welcome back from that commercial break. Thank you for still joining. Thank you for still listening, for still waiting to hear the news from SPORTVILLE, from your man, from your boy, IBRAHIM. You're welcome back from that. Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. joins his iconic dad at Al-Nassr and will wear number 7 for under 13. Cristiano Ronaldo's eldest child, Cristiano Jr., has completed his transfer to join his dad at Al-Nassr after signing a deal with the club. Youth according to report. The 13-year-old is embarking on a career of his own to one day hopefully match his iconic father achievement and has already played for academy team at Real Madrid, Juventus and Manchester United. He's now looking to further his development in Saudi Arabia and with Cristiano Jr. agreeing a contract with Nassr under 13 as reported by Fabrizio Romano. He has been the best giving up the news. He has given up the saying Ronaldo moved his family to the Middle East nation in January after his contract was terminated at Manchester United, eventually deciding on to leave European football. That is about Cristiano Ronaldo Jr. now signed for under 13 of Al-Nassr. And also we wear the jersey number 7. You know, he has said, Father, Dad, I want to play with you before you retired. And they are now at Al-Nassr. Let's wait and see. And Ronaldo also said he wants to play a World Cup with his first child. That is Cristiano Jr. And do you think that could happen? Let's wait and see what would happen. Or do you think it's not going to be that way? No one can tell until when it comes around. And now let me just bring up the news about Jorginho echoes Kai Havertz. Arsenal claim ahead of Chelsea renewal. Jorginho and Kai Havertz are both set to make their first return to Stamford Bridge since leaving Chelsea on Saturday evening. The Italian midfielder was the first to make the move to Arsenal, joining the Gunners during the January transfer window before Havertz followed but sealed 6 months later as part of the £65 million switch. Both of them left behind complex legacies as Chelsea player, neither boasting the unwavering love and affection of the entire Stamford Bridge faithful. That's not to say they were in a good moment. Both played a vital part in the Champions League trump of 2021, while with Havertz netting the only goal of the game in the final. But both had their head turned by what Mikel Arteta is building at Emirates, and there is striking similarity in their respective reasons for making a move across London. Let's see what happens. Jorginho and Kai Havertz now returning back to Stamford Bridge. Coming back to Stamford Bridge, what do you think? Do you think that both of them could make that happen at Arsenal against Chelsea? They're coming back to Stamford Bridge. The life at Stamford Bridge had been in the two of them. Now they're at the rivalry of Chelsea, and that is Arsenal. The both sides, they are not just like that. So looking at that, what do you think would happen between Chelsea and Arsenal by tomorrow evening? That is tomorrow evening by 5:30 Chelsea and Arsenal will be together. Tomorrow I'll give you the news which will all predict what could happen between the two sides. And let me just move to former youth coach claim about Adagula. Former youth coach claim Blanco started at Adagula has more potential than Messi. Real Madrid summer signing Adagula could be on the verge of his debut this weekend against Sevilla, and it could be the first step of arguably the greatest player ever, according to one of his youth coaches. Former youth coach Eric Togozla worked with Gula at the age of 13 before Fenerbahce came knocking on poach him from Ankara to Istanbul. Effusive in the praise for Gula, even at the age he was managing his life both on and off the pitch to optimize his football. He could scarcely have made a bigger claim about Gula, either as he spoke to them. Messi is the greatest I have ever seen and Ada has great abilities. Messi has already achieved everything and Ada still has not do it at all. He is still a child, but if we talked about potential purely, Ada has more potential than Messi, although he still has a long way to go. His football is a nature phase. He must play many games to become the player he can be. But as I say, other potentials is better than Messi. Just talking about potential, of course. Let's see. You know, there are two players coming up now, Ada Gula and Lamine Yamal. The two players are to talk about. Do you think Adagula can prove himself at Real Madrid? And do you think Lamine Yamal, the two players looking at Barcelona and Real Madrid, but looking at the two guys, who do you think could make the best for themselves between the two sides, Adagula and Lamine Yamal? Let's see what happened, because this news coming up to us like Adagula has the potential than Lionel Messi. Do you think so? Let's see what Adagula could be, because he's back from injury now. Probably he may feature for the next match for Real Madrid. Let's see what he's capable of doing. Let's see what he can prove. Can he prove himself for us, to the whole world, that he is best? He is coming to the limelight. Let's see about that. Now to the end of the news about Kim Kardashian reveal who their favorite player is, and he plays for Arsenal. Before the picture of his family, you will see the picture of Kardashian. Kim Kardashian have revealed that their favorite footballer is a current Premier League player and is one of Arsenal's star talents. Off the back of taking a 7-year-old saying on the football tour across Europe, Kim Kardashian asked saying who his favorite player is, to which he gives a resounding reply that will delight Gunners fans. Kim explained that he always take Saint and 4 of his friends on a soccer tour across Europe. We're gonna go to London first to go to an Arsenal game, and then we're gonna go to the Paris to see the Paris Saint-Germain game. Kendall will be there, and it will just be so much fun, Kim tells Sky. Later in the episode, the family walked through. We will see the picture of the family coming to the Arsenal Emirates Stadium, with Kim asking the group who their favorite player is. As Kim and the other players and the other parents are leading their boys through the arena, they all say that Arsenal's talent, Bukayo Saka, is their favorite player in the current squad. I tried to find what my kids' passion is and to do a trip with them. I have taken Chicago and their friends to San Diego. The love and shows the London and all that. Luckily, Sam just tagged along who notes love Paris and fashion. So I took her to Paris, saying love soccer. So I figured this in our trip. It's gonna be so much fun. It definitely just amazing bonding experience it came at. It's saying Bukayo Saka was his favorite. When he was asked, who was your favorite footballer? And he said, it's someone in the London, and he plays for Arsenal. No one knows. Not until when he came with his family to London, and he said it is Bukayo Saka. And you think Bukayo Saka is a very potential player, very good player for Arsenal this season. Since last season, he has been a very crucial player for Arsenal. And you think Bukayo Saka can still keep doing all this for Arsenal? Do you think Bukayo Saka can still be at his peak? Looking at Lionel Messi, look at when Lionel Messi did his own. For almost every year, when Lionel Messi started his football, we've known him as the best player. Looking at Cristiano Ronaldo, we've known him as the best player. Now looking at the young lads that are coming up now, the like of Bukayo Saka, Kylian Mbappe, Adagula, Lamine Yamal, Jamal Musiala. Looking at these young players coming up to Rodrigo, Vinicius Jr., who do you think? Jude Bellingham, who do you think could end up in the Ballon d'Or? I asked this question yesterday as well. Still the question today. Who do you think could end up? Erling Haaland is also there. He's also a young player. Who do you think could end up in the Ballon d'Or that is coming up next after the era of Messi and Ronaldo has gone? Who do you think from this young lad are coming up to that? That is the question that will leave us on this program today. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. Thank you for still being with us. And this could be the end of Sport VAR. And do enjoy the rest of your weekend coming up to you. And I am IBRAHIM ONIGBINDE, which says a goodbye.
Rooney! Oh, wonderful! What a goal! Wayne Rooney out of this world! 2-1.
Your Saturdays just got better. 7 hours of live streaming of football games.
Messi, 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 immens Messi.